Hello, I'm Lugotorix, and welcome to part 1 of the Ireland Challenge campaign on Rome Total War. I have been away from YouTube for 3 years, I have been away from Rome Total War for 3 years, and I am coming back to do my most difficult challenge yet. Now you may have a few questions. You may be thinking, why is the game starting in 108 BC? The game should start in 270 BC. Why have you only got one settlement? Why are you playing as the Gauls? And why have you called this the Ireland Challenge when there is no Irish faction in Rome Total War? Well, I'll answer all those questions as quickly as I can and we'll get started in the campaign. As you can see, we have one settlement. It's Tara in Ireland, and I chose the Gauls to control this village because they're barbarian and the Gauls' colour is green, which I think is kind of appropriate for an Ireland campaign. And basically what I did is I loaded up a game on very hard difficulty. I controlled the Gauls, I moved them over to Ireland, gave up all my other settlements, and then clicked end turn a lot of times. So we're already 162 years into the campaign, times that by 2 because there are 2 turns per year, and that means we're 324 turns into the campaign. So what I'm going to do is, I'm first of all going to show you what we've got and why I'm doing this campaign. So let's have a look at our village in Ireland. It's not very impressive. Okay, welcome to Tara. This is the village we've got 162 years into the campaign. So as you can see, we've not got a lot of technology and we're pretty basic in terms of civilization. So why have I done this campaign? Well, because I think a lot of campaigns, particularly on YouTube, are far too easy. And the reason why the early game actually is quite easy is because things are quite balanced. But what we've got here is we've got a situation where we are way behind everyone else. So while I've been clicking end turn, all the other factions have been doing their thing, conquering the world. I can tell you that the Romans have done most of the conquering, and the Romans at this point control most of the world. And what that means is they've got huge empires, they've got huge amount of military force, they've got way more technological advancements than we do, and we're basically just way behind everyone else. So it's going to be a very interesting campaign, and that's basically my goal, is to complete the main campaign, but starting off with one settlement way behind everyone else and putting myself at a major disadvantage basically. One small village against the huge Roman Empire. In terms of our army, this is what we've got. Basically, it's a pretty standard early game army, and we're in the late game. Let's have a look at our faction heir. He's 60 years old, he's basically on death's door anyway. He's been sitting in Ireland drinking for the last 60 years of his life, so this is his traits. Gloomy. This man has never had a joyous outburst in his life. A smile would hurt his face. -1 morale is awful. Sot. This man's habit of drinking until he soils himself provokes disgust and pity in all who are unfortunate enough to know him. Doubtful courage. -1 morale again, so really awful. Command talent, which is completely negated by all of his other horrible traits, so may as well not be there. He's also a gambler, to put that on top of it. Factionaire, well, okay, factionaire basically just means that he's less likely to be assassinated, but really I don't know who would bother assassinating this guy anyway, because he's just a useless drunk. That's all the traits he's got. He's got no command, no management, no influence, and -2 morale for all the troops in the battlefield. His retinue is also awful. A Slubberdugillion, I've not heard that word before. Basically is a drunk man that he hangs around with. Great. A wise man, okay. And a drunken uncle. So basically he's just hung out in Ireland his whole life, drinking, and he's got a bunch of just drunk people in his retinue. He's awful. And let's have a look at the faction leader. He's 36, he's not super young himself, but he is the only hope that this faction's got. I like the fact that he's got red hair, it's a bit more Irish. His traits aren't that great either. He's a harsh governor, superstitious, so +1 morale, which is good. Calm, likes to drink, well of course, he's Irish, and he's the faction leader. He also has a wise man, and he also has a drunk guy with him. So great, they both have drunk guys with him. So that's the situation basically. And this one guy is going to go out and try and conquer the world, or at the very least survive for a bit. I've given myself a ship a small navy just so we can physically get off the island, and I've also given myself 10,000 coins, which really isn't that much. And looking at the financials, I think we're projected to lose about 2,000 denarii per turn, so within 5 turns we'll be bankrupt. Let's get started. Finally, enough explanation done. And actually, this faction heir, this old drunk man, is going to be useful for something, because I want him to build a watchtower. So let's get him here. And let's get him to build a watchtower. So maybe we can see across a little bit. There we go. So I want to look at Deva, this settlement, which only has 2 people in its garrison, but there is a big army outside, and that's stronger than anything we've got. A full stack army. There's a few rubbish units, but there's also some units with some experience and some upgraded weapons. Okay, I've spent the last 5 minutes actually thinking about this. We've already spent 200 denarii as well, by the way. I've come to the conclusion that we cannot defeat this army, particularly on very hard difficulty. Our army is smaller, it's got no experience, it's rubbish, basically. It's not a great army. So there's no way we can beat this army. At least we can't beat this army on a level playing field. We will die and our faction will die. So we need to do something where we're going to have an advantage over that army. Really what we need is a bridge, because the bridge would provide us with a huge advantage. Some of their units are chariots. Chariots are completely useless on a bridge. And if we could just put all our spearmen on the bridge, funnel them in, and that's our best hope of basically defeating them. The only problem is there's only one bridge in Britain, and it's on the River Thames, all the way down here. So I think what we need to do is we need to get this army. We're going to bring all of them out apart from the old drunk idiots. And I'm going to put them on this boat, set them up on the bridge here, and wait for the British to attack. We still don't know how many more armies they've got, by the way. Let's bring this army plus him. His name, by the way, is Senianus of... We'll just call him Senianus. And we're going to get on this boat, so let's do that. And I think what we should do is we should bring the boat all the way around here, hoping we can avoid bad ships. Bring the boat as close as we can to that bridge. We could even bring it all the way around there. That would guarantee that we made it to the bridge without getting attacked. But it's a bit of a risk. Let's just start off by bringing the boat here. There aren't any other ships around, good. And we'll advance the turn. There's not really much more we can do. Let's see if the British move. They don't. Okay, so let's continue. We're already losing money. You see, about 1,300 we lost there. Let's continue moving the ship around. I'm going to see if there's anything nearby. There isn't. Good. Okay, let's end the turn again. We're burning turns even more. While we're burning turns, the Romans are out there conquering and building up their empire even more. But getting closer to the civil war, which actually could help us. Let's bring the ship all the way around here. I think if we bring the ship all the way around here as well, we'll get a nice view of London, Londinium, which will help us gauge how much force there is in the south of Britain. So let's just continue moving around here. Let's be patient. And we'll get a nice sort of flyby view. Or drive-by view. Or we won't. Ah, there's Londinium. Okay. And there's a force. Interesting. At least he's not on the bridge. So in Londinium himself, we have someone who looks rather like Lugotorix, and he's only 16 years old. That's unfortunate. Head hurlers and chosen swordsmen. It's much stronger stuff than we've got. And a half-strength army, but what is there is pretty good. And we're already down to 7,000. Okay. Let's advance the turn. There's not much more we can do. This is going to be tough. I hope my bridge plan works. It might not. Okay, I'm glad we didn't get attacked, though. Right. Let's just bring the ship here, and we'll figure this out. Can we make it to the bridge? Where is the bridge? Oh, the bridge is there. Yeah, we can make it to the bridge. Good. Okay, that might be our only... Oh, just about, I think. No, we can't. Are you serious? We can't quite make it to the bridge. And there's another bridge there. Oh, there's a bridge here as well. I didn't see this bridge. Well, let's go on that bridge then. Okay, let's step out for a second. Now, in terms of mercenaries, you see, these mercenaries aren't great, and they're really expensive, and we don't have much money. I think we need them. I think we're literally going to need every single unit we've got. The only way we're going to make money is by Sorry, he's hugely superstitious now. That's awful. That's awful. What happened? Seriously? He is awful. No. Really? -2 morale. How did he... Okay, anyway. I'm going to pretend I didn't see that. What an idiot. He's awful. Okay. Yeah, as I was saying, we're going to need every single unit we've got, particularly now our general has become hugely superstitious. So, I'm going to buy these, basically. I'm going to make a compulsive purchase. Impulsive purchase. Compulsive and impulsive. And I'm going to sit on this bridge, and we're going to have our first battle of the campaign, and my first battle on Rome Total War in 3 years. And I'm just going to hope that they attack me on the bridge like my plan is, and that we win. We're already in a complete mess, basically. Let's just advance the turn. Do they come and attack me? They don't. Or are they coming around this way to attack me? Are they going to attack me from both sides? That would be a nice tactic from them. In terms of our main settlement, nothing's happening there. We're down to 2,000. Like, this campaign is already a disaster. But I don't know what else I could have done. Maybe some of you would have argued I should have built up my army a bit more first. Yeah. This is more fun. I want a bridge battle to start off the campaign. Well, I'm going to sit here. Even though we're burning money, I'm going to sit here. Because our best chance, our only chance, is being attacked on that bridge. And here it is. Okay. Okay, so we've got... The annoying thing is, we're being attacked from both sides. That's the really annoying thing. But anyway, Senianus against Captain Karatakis. I mean, we actually have more men. So we've got this army. The chariot should be pretty useless on the bridge, though, which is good. And then we have the young lad, who I don't know if he'll be chariots or horse at this point, with a small army. I mean, this army isn't much, to be fair, but the fact is, it's going to present an extra difficulty because we're going to be attacked on both sides. Let's see how this goes. The game says it's a strength ratio of 1 to 2. This is going to be a tough battle. If it wasn't on the bridge, we'd definitely lose it. We might lose it anyway. If we do lose this battle, our faction actually doesn't die, because we still have our drunk idiot old general in Tara, so there technically is still some force left. Let's see how this goes. It's going to be an interesting start to the campaign, I think. Alright, here we are, first battle of the campaign. This bridge is pretty much all we've got in terms of defense, to be honest. So first of all, let's just move all of you guys over here. By the way, I can barely remember the controls of this game. Like, I literally haven't played it in so long. So the plan is, which is the plan for all bridge battles, it's not a very big bridge either, by the way, is to put all the spearmen at the front, although we might have to have 1 or 2 covering the rear as well, because there's going to be an attack elsewhere. And we're hoping that all the British men charge down the bridge, get funneled, and then run basically straight into spears. So let's have a line of 3 guys like this, 1 there as well. And we'll have you 2 there as well. And I want all of that's a complete mess, but it doesn't matter. And I want all of you on defensive mode. And then we'll have the swordsman covering the sort of flank and the rear. They maybe will have to fight the general that's coming over. These guys will be pretty useful. They can throw spears over the edge of the bridge. So that's nice, you can go like that. And our general can be at the back. -2 morale is going to hurt us massively, really. I mean, this could be a morale fight. Well, every Rome Total War battle is a morale fight. But this battle could really come down to it. And then as a last resort, we have the cavalry. Okay, let's start the battle, and I'm going to pause it immediately just to get everyone in position. I'm wondering, wait a second. I'm wondering if these guys can hold here. And then the swordsman can hold the front line at the back, and the cavalry can charge in from the sides. Let's see if we can do that. I think is our only hope. Alright, no more pausing. They might try and just fire everything they've got first, or they could be stupid and charge the chariots in first, which would not be a good idea. Although it isn't phalanx, so it's not going to do a huge amount of damage. Looks like their general is chariots. They've not been upgraded to proper cavalry. So that's interesting. The Barbarian Warlord, okay. Also, the British are coming across the bridge. Okay, great. Let's see how well we hold. You guys really aren't doing much. Get around here. Get around, yeah. Swarm them, please. Oh, no, you've got to be kidding me. Really? Really? You've got to be kidding me. What? This is because our general is so bad. This is an absolute disaster. Are you kidding me? Right, okay, stop for a second. You just get out of it. It's you useless drunk idiot. You drunk superstitious fool. I think if he didn't have that -2 morale, we would have stood a chance. They collapsed straight away. Are you kidding me? What absolute garbage. Oh, we killed their general at least. Well, that's nice. Can you get out of there, please? What are you doing? Get out. We've lost the battle. Are you idiot? Well, you know what? You're dead now. Well done. How's that superstition work for you? You're not going to be drinking anymore, are you? Idiot. Like, get out. I say, everyone, just get out of there. What a disaster. It is my fault. I was premature in attacking. This plan did not work, for goodness sake. Maybe we should have put the swordsman at the front. Yeah, clear defeat. I know. I know. What a return to Rome Total War. 3 years. You see, there's no other campaigns on YouTube that start like this. There just isn't. It just said victory conditions failed then. What? No. You've got to be kidding me. No. So you know what? Oh my. You know. Okay, we'll try this again. I know I said I wasn't going to restart. What I meant is. So you know I said that it was okay even if we lose the battle. It's fine because we have a drunk idiot general in the town. Well, he's now decided after 60 years of destroying his liver, now is the moment he's going to die. Family tragedy. He just died of his own accord. So both generals died. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, what an interesting start to a campaign. So yeah, we are going to try it again. I know I did say that if it ends in 2 episodes, we're not going to. What I meant is, if things go badly, I'm not just going to restart for no reason. Obviously, we failed. That's fine. We can just do the challenge again. We've learned something from that, maybe. I don't know if we've learned anything. We'll probably do exactly the same again. Let's try again with a slightly different tact. I can't believe how unlucky that was. The general gets highly superstitious, which kills the morale. That was an unlucky dice roll. And then on the same turn as he dies in battle, the other idiot dies in Ireland from drinking, presumably. I don't know. I'm not going to edit that out. I thought that was quite funny. So, look, we have a bit more information now at least. We know there's a big army here, so I don't even need to build the watchtower, to be honest, this time. I know what's already there. And there's also a couple of smaller armies here. What is my tactic going to be? We literally have nothing, and these guys collapse so easily. But this guy, he didn't have bad morale to start off with. He was only super... In fact, he had +1 morale. +1 morale turned into -2. That's huge. And I still think the only way we're winning this is a bridge battle. Am I stupid enough to do exactly the same thing again? Yes. Yes. Because I think we were unlucky. What I would want next time, though, is to get on this bridge here, as per my original plan, because then we can't be attacked from both sides, because both of the forces will be coming from this side, I think. So that would be nice. And I would also put the chosen swordsman at the front this time. And I would hope that he wouldn't become highly superstitious, which is, I don't think is something I have much control over. Right, let's get this army on the ship. Let's drop them off here this time. Drop them off here. Buy the mercenaries. They did so great the first time. Really great value for money, guys. Thank you. And end the turn. I hope we don't get attacked straight away, please. I think that would be preferable. Okay, good. Good. We haven't been attacked yet. Let's just make our way slowly to the bridge. My fixation with bridges is going to end this campaign very early, I think. But I don't see any other way. Oh, for goodness sake. Can we retreat, please? Now, don't retreat that way. Retreat towards the bridge, you idiots. There's no way we can beat this army in the open field. Do we have harshly... sorry. Well, he's not overly superstitious anymore. I mean, we have way more men than them, but their army is just better. Let's go for it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Look, at least this time we don't have -2 morale. Now, we're not on the bridge this time. You see, if this battle was happening on a bridge, I'd actually fancy our chances. And it's awful weather as well. I don't know if that helps us or hurts us. And we're on a decline. I mean, this is just fantastic. 4 units of warband like this, backed up by some mercenaries, backed up by some chosen swordsmen who can go around the side like that. So the chosen swordsman can be like this. Backed up by cavalry, which can also go around the flank and hit them from the back. And then the general, who's actually got good morale this time, which is nice, can go here. And we also have some skirmishers. They can just go here and fire over the top. Don't go on skirmish mode. You guys all on defensive mode, if you don't mind. And let's see how this goes. Am I actually just terrible at this game? Is the question. So the army is coming from... Let's turn to face them, at least be a little bit polite. I know we're barbarians, but... Alright, they're coming. The chariots are going to do a lot of damage. They're leading with the chosen swordsman. Let's start to get around the side. Guys, get around the side. If we can kill their captain, that would really help. You get in there, get in there. Get in there. Get around the back of this unit. You get around the back of this unit. This is already turning messy. We've already routed someone. I don't know what you're doing, General, but you need to sort of get involved, please. Okay, this is very stressful, considering I haven't played the game in so long. The chosen swordsmen are wavering. They're shaken. Please, General, you've got to do something. Charge. Charge into someone. You've routed because the General took too long. Hit around the back. All of you guys just crowd this unit of Woad Warriors. We're actually winning. I cannot believe this. We're actually winning. If our General dies, it's game over, though. I should have sounded the horn. In fact, let's sound the horn now. They've died. Okay, good, good, good. Get out of there. Don't die, General, please. Right. This is now where the main bulk of the fighting is happening. And also over here. God, this is a complete mess already. Please, General, you've got to run. Where's our cav? Run into the back of them. General, you've got to run. I know you're used to drinking and doing nothing all day. Chosen swordsmen are impetuous. I don't know what that word means. I need a dictionary. You, come around here. Come around here. We're losing this now. Oh, we've lost it. We should have won that. We absolutely should have won that. We were actually winning. Ah, I can't believe it. That's my fault, I think. Does the General die now? Oh, man. We were winning that at one point. What a battle. And You see, I haven't played. This is where the excuses come in. I haven't played this game for 3 years. And I panicked. Damn. Okay, thankfully that old drunk bastard didn't die at least. Good defender. I think you're going to be doing some defending. Why are they all drinkers? Why? It's because, yeah, they're all drunkards. But he's been in the wars. So at least he's not going to die as easily. And he looks like Lugotorix as well. Yes, we'll accept you. The faction leader is dead. Well, you know what? I didn't like him much anyway. Faction announcements. Oh no, now the drunk guy is now the faction leader. Okay, so it's the next day. I thought I needed a bit of a break to calm down, collect my thoughts, and plan what I'm going to do next. Now, here's the situation. We have 2 units left. That's our 2 family members. One of them is pretty useless. And yeah, we have the young guy, Velocatus of Dubis. And of course, if we're going to take Britain or make any progress in this campaign, we need an army. Unfortunately, we lost our whole army at the end of the last battle, so we need to build a new one. The only problem is the financial situation isn't great. We've got 7,300, which sounds like a decent amount, but that is going to go down quickly. So what I've thought is, we can't go out there and attack straight away. So I need to build an army and while we've got money, we may as well spend it. I might even sell some of the buildings afterwards. It's that bad. So instead of recruiting the stupid warband, which really seriously let me down, I'm going to be focusing more on swordsmen, which at least have good morale and pretty decent stats, although for not really for this point of the game. Okay, so what I've done is I've recruited a bunch of swordsmen, it's going to take a while, and some cavalry, and I've also constructed a blacksmith, which will upgrade the weapons by 1. We'll need every little bonus we can get, so that's nice. I'll put the tax level up as high as I can. Okay, great. And yeah, I'm going to just keep ending the turn. It's going to take a while for this army to be built, so I'll edit that out, and if anything interesting happens in the meantime, I'll let you know. But at the moment, it's just recruiting units and training them, and once we have a full army ready to go, then we'll go and attack the British again. Okay, welcome back. It's been about 10 turns, which is 5 years, and the first thing your eyes might be drawn to is the fact that we are minus 3,893 denarii in debt. That's a really bad situation, and we're projected to lose what? How much exactly? Yeah, about 1,200 per turn. It's completely unsustainable, and the reason why we're spending so much money is now we have this big army, but as you can see, I've recruited as many units as we can. This is the do or die last stand. We have to spend money, and now we physically can't train any more troops. What do I want to do? Because I'm tempted to go back to the bridge, to be honest. But maybe people will think I'm an idiot if I try and do the same tactic again, the tactic that ended the campaign right at the very beginning. I still think our only chance is to go for the bridge. Now, we might have to fight another battle somewhere around here in the meantime, in which case I fancy our chances with this decent army at least, and it would be nice to take Londinium, but I just think this area is too... there's too much here. So we need to take a settlement. I'm going to take the boat and hope for the best, I think. And you know what? I'm going to bring this guy along as well. He's awful. He's got about -3 morale. He's even an inveterate gambler. He's absolutely awful. He's 66. He's probably going to die soon anyway, so he may as well come along because at least he's 40 heavy cavalry. So I'm going to leave Tara completely undefended, but as far as I'm aware, the British don't really have a good naval force, so I think we'll be okay. How long would it take to get all the way over there? 3 turns. Really, it would be 4 turns to get to the bridge. Here, it would take 2 turns to get over here. Probably would take about 4 turns either way. But I think we're safer on the sea. So we're going to go around this way. We can always change our mind. But we can't see anything yet. So let's end the turn and lose more money, I think. Oh my goodness. The money situation is really not good. I'm actually hoping the British settlements are quite well developed because we can... so here's an army. Bit of a battered army, and actually our force is bigger, but they've got some good experience. Yeah, okay. Somebody's got married. Well, that's nice. We've got no money for the celebration, so good luck with that. We'll end the turn again. This master plan is going to work. Oh. Okay, we're not at war with the Julii, but they are kind of blocking our path. So if you wouldn't... That's a waste of a turn, isn't it? Yeah, you've just wasted a turn, Julii. Thank you. Okay. We're going to be 10,000 in debt pretty soon. This is a really bad situation. Okay, we're finally getting over to the bridge. My obsession with bridges is out of control. So let's move over here. And we can see Londinium. And we can see it's pretty undefended, which is good. So if we could sneakily attack... could we even possibly put Londinium under siege now? I mean, is there any force nearby? We know there's a force over here. We know there's a force over here, but they might not be able to get over in time. And we can put Londinium under siege. I think we've got to do it. I know I was saying about the bridge, but I think we've just got to do this. Okay, good. We'll build a few rams. We'll build... I think 2 will be enough. And we'll keep it under siege. And let's hope nobody attacks us in the meantime. I don't think they can get force over quick enough. No, they can't. Because I think that their 2 forces are here and here. So, oh no, look, there is a force. But it's not very good. Let's just have a quick look. I mean, oh, they couldn't get over in time. Fantastic. So they're not quite close enough to help defend. We've got to take Londinium now. This is fantastic luck. Finally, we've had some good luck. And finally, hopefully, we can get a victory here. Surely, 900 men against 83. This guy, I mean, it's 47 heavy cavalry, but -2 morale is not great at all. He's got +1 morale here. Yeah, he's not great. He has a lot of traits, but he's not great. So, okay, we've got to take Londinium. We're basically 10,000 in debt. It doesn't look like a particularly big settlement. I don't think he'll make us lots of money, but we've got to start conquering. Let's do this. Okay, here we are. Well, they're not much technologically developed than we are, to be honest. But yeah, okay. So if we're going to risk any unit here, it's going to be this guy, because he's rubbish and he's on death's door anyway. He's 66 years old. So if I'm gonna go for it, it's gonna be him. I think what we should do is we've got so much more force than them. We probably should just put men on every side, or like on 3 sides, and then just try and swarm them. So you guys can be one group. We'll have you over here, and then the rest of the guys can go in through the main entrance, led by the old useless drunkard, and backed up by the cavalry. Perfect. Okay. Let's hope this is nice and smooth. I'm pretty sure we're going to get a victory. The question is, can we get a victory without taking too many losses? Okay, we've broken down both the doors. Let's make our way towards the center, if you don't mind, guys. All of you, please. Okay, it's taken a while. We've not been particularly responsive today, but we have some men over here. And on the other side, we have men over here. I think, oh, well, I was saying they're not being very responsive. They're also not got there yet. Alright, I'm not waiting any longer. The old man is going to die before this battle ends. So, basically, the tactic is just charge from both sides. Yeah, it's not going to be pretty, and we're probably going to take a few losses, but I think it's pretty unavoidable. So charge in from both sides. And then once the charge has happened, we'll get this guy to charge in. I'm not going to risk the rest of the cavalry, though. This old man, well, like I say, he's on death's door anyway, so who cares? And he's awful. It's going to be tough against these chariots. I don't think, I don't know. I'm not particularly looking forward to that. Okay, they're coming in. Good. Let's bring the cav in as well. We really need these guys to hurry up. Okay, their general's already dead. That does help. Although some of our units are breaking. Come on, guys. We need you to be much quicker than this. These guys have let us down. Come on. Somebody's dead. That's the enemy general, of course. Time is of the essence, guys. Please. If you don't mind running. I mean, we're definitely going to win, but I'm annoyed one of our units is broken. But at least they've broken. Only 2 of them died, and they broke. Like, how... this unit is meant to have good morale. And they broke so quickly. I'd rather you guys not get involved. I think we can win this without them. Come on. Come on, it's got to be the end of of Londinium. I really don't want to take too many losses. We might have to defend this settlement at some point. We've only lost 4% of our troops, and bear in mind we're not going to be able to retrain them unless we somehow win the lottery or something, because we don't have any cash. But it looks like we've won. Okay, good. That worked out pretty well. It took a while to plan. 83 kills to 40. You know what? I'll take that. Nobody important died. That's okay. Yeah, we did a good job. And our first victory of the campaign. Good. I mean, we absolutely should have won that. I think we might have to exterminate them, because we're going to have public order issues. And we need that 9,300. Like, we need every penny. I think we've got to exterminate them. Yeah, we've got no choice. We've got no choice. So we're now back to -500. Now, we actually could be in the positive if we sold a couple of buildings in Tara, which I am considering. But let's have a look at the situation. And I am tempted to retrain some troops here. But we can barely afford to retrain any. It would be tough. Maybe we would just be better recruiting a new unit. We're going for it. Now, yeah, you can see this big army is going to come over, and it's Motius the Britanni. This is going to be a big battle. I think we'll leave that for next time, because this has already been an eventful enough episode already. I hope you enjoyed this first episode. It was a bit chaotic, but hey, all my campaigns are like that. I'm a chaotic player of the game. Next time we'll continue our campaign against Britannia. Hopefully it goes a bit better this time, but at least we did get a nice victory at the end to end the episode on a high note. So, for now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around.